Okay, today we're going to learn how to add with a number line and also how to add with the Make 10 approach with the rods and the units and the cubes and everything. So to start it off, we're going to add with a number line. We're going to do a word problem to go with it. So Scott started his baseball collection with 17 cards that his brother passed down to him. So I'm going to start with just writing 17 on the top. Over the past year, Scott has collected 22 more cards. So I'm going to add the 22. How many total cards does Scott have now? So that is what we're figuring out, the total between these two. So to do that, we're going to use a number line. I'm going to put my 0 down, but I'm going to start with 17, since that is what Scott started off with his baseball card collection. So I'm going to put 17 down on the number line. Now, to make it an easier approach by using the number line, we're just going to start off with adding 10 to the 17 to get up to 22. So I'm just going to add 10, which would give us 27. Now I'm going to do that again to make 20 more baseball cards. So plus 10, which gives us 37, and then there's still the 2 left to add. So I'm just going to do a little hump and put 2, which would give us 39. So Scott now has 39 baseball cards. Okay, now the number line's pretty easy, and also doing the Make 10 approach is easy as well. So we're going to do the same thing where we're going to do it with a number problem. And this one is, when Luke got to the pep rally, there were 24 students attending. After a couple of minutes, 37 more students showed up. How many students were at the pep rally? So I'm going to write our problem on here at the top. So he started off with 24 students and 37 showed up. So how many students were there? So I'm going to start off with making the 24 with the rods and units. So there's 2 in the tens place, so I'm going to do 2 tens. Now there's 4 in the ones, so I'm going to do 4 units, which are just the little boxes. Now I'm going to put it just like an addition problem and put 37 right underneath. So we're going to do the 3 in the tens place and the 7 in the ones place. Okay, now using this Make 10 approach, you're wanting to really make 10. So on the ones place, I'm going to see if I can make 10 with these units or if there's less than 10. So I'm going to count them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So there's 11. So I'm going to group up the 10 to bring it over here to the tens place because we're adding 1 over there. So now looking at the units, we have 1 unit left. So I'm going to bring it down here. Now looking at the tens with the rods, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we have 6 in the tens place. So there's 6 tens and 1 1. So our answer is 61. So 24 plus 37 equals 61. Now, you can even do this approach with a harder one where you have 100 in your question. So we're going to make it a little bit harder and do 126 plus 16. So we're trying to figure that out. So I'm going to draw it out, and so when you're doing the hundredths place, you have a cube. So it's a big box. And then you have your rod still, so there's 1 in the hundredths, 2 in the tenths, and then your 6 units. So I'm going to draw those. And then coming down, we have 1 in the tenths spot for 16, and then 6 in the units as well. So we're going to do the same approach as last time. I'm going to find out a way to make this 10. So we're going to count them out: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I can cut it off right here at 10 and add this over here and add a rod. And then so we have this, and so we have 2 units down here, so we're going to add the 2 units. We have 4 rods, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have 1 100. So our answer is 142. So 126 plus 16 is 142 with using the Make 10 approach, which makes it easier to figure out your addition. So now we have learned how to use the number line approach to add, and also the Make 10 with the place values manipulatives by drawing them instead of having actual manipulatives. So that concludes our lesson today.